There's a cliche that, men don't listen to women. I think the reality is that we've become a nation of men who are just jesters in your court who listen constantly, and our whole society is based on the idea of, I like to call it making women nod. If you watch there's a guy who understands what I'm saying.
When I say this is a feminized country, first of all, understand that I get it, that there are millions and millions of women who are steely-eyed realists and millions of men who are anything but. However, for lack of a better term, I would say that the feminine values are now the values of America. Sensitivity is more important than truth. Feelings are more important than facts. Commitment is more important than individuality. This country is in trouble because men have given up the debate. Whatever women say, men just nod along. We don't know how to fight back. We don't know how to stick up for ourselves. When women say things like, we're more spiritually evolved, we just go, yeah, I guess that's right. And, and there's no evidence, and there's no reason to believe that's true.
Just agree. Just agree. That's why we get these heart attacks. We get all this
exactly.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why we die. They live to 85, 90 years old.
I always hear women say, married men live longer. Yes, and an indoor cat also.
I'm married for the third time. God willing, the last time. And I've learned some little lessons in life. When a woman comes to you to tell you her problems, men want to fix it. If a friend of mine comes to me, a guy, I tell him, well, maybe do this, do this, do this. He walks away with ideas. You don't do that with a woman.
No.
With a woman, you sit there and go, God, baby, that sucks. So what movie do you want to see?
I know women don't have it easy in America, but it is sort of politically incorrect just to be male in this country now. I mean, look at television. Look at any sitcom. The wife is always brilliant and ethereal and right about everything, and the husband is always a dumb fuck lucky to have found her.
Men are, hassled by women and so forth, but when it's little boys who are the target of this kind of hostility and animosity, then it's very serious. And what I found is that attitude of sort of belittling men, putting them down, that's carried now into the classroom. And you talk to almost any parent who has a boy in school, and being a boy is now considered like a pathology, a disorder, something he needs to recover from. There's intolerance of their high-spiritedness.
Yeah, right. On any TV show in America, if somebody got up there and said, women are smarter than men, automatic round of applause. If somebody said men are smarter than women, you'd be booed off the stage. I mean, what does that tell you about our culture, that we have to pretend that one sex is smarter than the other? Women are smarter than men. If women ran the world, there'd be no wars. Being pregnant is sexy.
We don't think that sensitivity is more important than sex. We don't. Okay? When we're telling you that, we're lying to make you nod.
Yeah, but
it would be one thing if we were saying things we believe, but we're not, because every guy I know is just doing what he can to stay out of the doghouse with his wife or his girlfriend.
Men will say what they have to say, act the way they have to act to get laid. Whether it's by their girlfriend or by their wife.
I agree.
And that's what making women nod means. It means saying things we don't believe. Ally McBeal is too skinny.
If that's
we don't believe
true,
that.
if that's really true, what a lonely existence that is.
You're right.
It's lonely.
Men are
because
lonely.
You're just, are they? Well,
yes.
really.
I understand that women suffer, but I don't think it's as much publicized that a lot of men in America are living lives of quiet desperation, lobotomized of their libido, anesthetizing themselves with sports and pornography, and living in an Orwellian world where we have to pretend to concur with the woman's point of view.
What do you want the women to do then?
It's not what they want the women to do, it's what I want the men to do. I want the men to just be themselves again.
See, this is very personal to me because I'm like the last of my guy friends who have never gotten married, and their wives, they don't want them playing with me. I'm like the escaped slave. I bring news of freedom. It's not a good thing to have me around, Keep the husbands in the dark. They're happier that way. But, all my married friends, I knew these guys when they were young, and they were Mustangs. They used to do whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. And now, They are not Mustangs. They're that horse in Central Park with the blinders on, you know, just going around in a circle in a cloud of flies and shitting in a bucket, you know, just...
Every time I'm on an airplane, before we leave, sitting there, every guy around me is on the cell phone. Yeah, we're on the runway now. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Oh, there's so much love out there in America. Yeah, we're third in line for takeoff. Oh, Christ. Why don't you just get a husband cam? You know, just get a camera that would fit on your head, and then she could see where you are every second of the day, and you wouldn't have to check in, you pathetic pussy whip piece of shit.